You're watching my stream on YouTube PS4. Wow. How fascinating. How informative. Okay, everybody. I am not even a little bit awake. But hi, hello, happy Thursday, everybody. Most importantly, happy Peacemaker Day, everybody. I'm gonna put on some background music real quick as we check out the patch notes and then hop into Rust. For those who aren't in the Discord or aren't reading Discord, we're going to be actually exploring the patch, not in some big group for a wipe and not on a public server, but we're gonna go on Mike's server so we can explore all the cool stuff without getting griefed, stream sniped, and frankly have a frustrating time, as most force wipes tend to go. I have a small bowl of rice in front of me I'm currently using for breakfast / lunch, and let's hop into some of the patch notes. It seems like my Discord is being unresponsive again. One sec. Deepy deepy. Yup. Hey, malfunctioning games. Oh, I think it's the first non-Rust Kingdom stream I've ever watched. Your vibes are too good to let go. You're too kind. You are far too kind. Just give it 30 minutes on a public server. You're gonna watch me mauled out. All that calm, cool, caring collectiveness you've learned about me for the past week, you're gonna learn it's a lie, and I fucking hate kids, and I can't stand stream snipers. Anyways, my Rust is just finishing patching, but with no rush to hop into the server because we are playing on a private server today. To explore all the big patch notes, let's take a little peruse down the dev blog. It looks like they've aptly named this this patch Meta Shift, and this is going to be relevant and interesting for a couple of reasons. One, while my spot in it is not secured, there's a fairly large chance we're playing Twitch Rivals later this year. So it'll be really good to make sure we're acquainted and familiar with how all this stuff is going to work, because this is going to greatly affect progression, specifically regarding the workbenches themselves. Give me one sec. I need to grab some covers. It's a little cold. Oh wait, that's right. Your boy already grabbed his blanket. Oh yeah. I just need to not spill rice on it while we go over these patch notes. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so I will just quickly address, I know most of the new folks who have joined recently aren't really avid Rust people, so I will do my best to try to explain the significance of these patch points as we go, even though this may bore the details of regular Rusters. Oh, I'm really not awake for this, but okay. Whoa. Let's take a dive into it. The current progression meta has grown stale, moving too fast and becoming too easy over the years, with scrap inflation and scrap being everywhere. We don't believe this has been overwhelmingly negative, but it has detracted from world PvP, especially in and around monuments, and we want to experiment more with progression. This is experimental step number 1. I want to point out really quick before we dive into this, the Face Punch team in general, like, you know, I've got a little bit of privilege being in the creator Discord, so I get to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that obviously I cannot speak to you guys or show you on stream, but they are listening to their creators. But I do respect the fact that they are also hyper aware that most of their creators are a very small, like a small percentage of the Rust community. If you had the creators dictating patch changes, you would see recoil changes, you'd see gun balance changes every month instead of a lot of the things we do see. So it is nice to know that they're listening, even though they don't always listen to us specifically. I will just say this before we get into it, Man, I'm really having trouble talking this morning. This is the first time I'm using my voice all day. Hang on. I will say I am not in agreement or a fan of a large amount of these changes from this patch, but I am willing to give them a chance. So let's continue reading. We're introducing a new layer of progression to the workbench system. The aim is simple: get players back out of their bases. Contesting monuments is to slow down progression and clashing over territory. Workbench level 1 remains unchanged, but level 2 and level 3 now require blueprint fragments to craft. These fragments are found at key monuments, creating a soft progression gate that pushes players out into early fights and slows down clan snowballing. I do want to say really quick, I don't think this is going to slow down clan snowballing, and I think it's a really sorry, let me catch myself there. It's a rather uninformed take on clan snowballing. Because the problem people have with clan snowballing is it's 20, it's 30, it's 40 people. Like, it's a big group. They're going to split up to many different monuments. And I think what this is going to cause, if anything else, is more headache for regular players. So you're going to have, like, say, big Zerg clan. Let's say there are 20 people. 10 of them are going to go to the gas station. 10 of them are going to go to the dome, right? This means both of those monuments are pretty much going to be inaccessible to anybody who's a solo, a duo, a trio. And yeah, there's going to be some very select cases, like you take an H-Jun and a Farmer Lucas and you put them together and maybe they can contest that. But your average rest player is not going to contest it. So I think what anything this is going to do is slow down the progression of normal players while only causing a minor hindrance to large clans. For that reason, I'm not a fan of the way they're taking this, but I am willing to give things a chance. So keep in mind, anything negative I might say or share my opinions about for all these, take it with a grain of salt. Workbench level 2 now requires 5 basic blueprints. Workbench level 2 seems like it'll be really easy to get. This is one I don't think will be a problem at all. It's this one that I think is going to be a problem. Workbench level 3 now requires 5 advanced blueprint fragments. I foresee a world where all this is going to do is funnel the top end gear in the game towards clans. So you're going to still have people who can solo rat oil rig, and they're going to steal an AK from there, maybe steal an AK from a farmer. Like, guns are still going to scarcely go out, I think, at the same rate that they would before. But I think most of the people who are crafting guns are the smaller groups who can't pull off these big heists. PvE players who are lightly touched into PvP, who are not ever going to win an AK off of a player, but would rather craft one to play with. Like, it just it feels a little bad in terms of how I think it's going to affect the average player compared to a clan. But again, we'll move on. Blueprint fragments are directly tied to puzzles and high-end loot, encouraging players to push deeper into monuments and hackable events. This is where I do like this is the positive side of all this, by the way. I'm talking a lot of the negative. Let's talk about some of the positive here, right? So one of the issues right now is there's no reason to run over half the monuments in the game. The only reason you run them is because, like, you need a little bit of extra loot. Like, I cannot, in the last 2 years, I don't know the last time I ran the red card puzzle at launch site. Why would you? There's no point to it. Now there's some actual value to doing it, so maybe this is like a good change in that regard. But yeah, they added some new puzzles to, I believe it was Radtown. They changed Missile Silo, Ferry Terminal got one, and Dome got one. Oh, wait, here we go. I'm in my head. I literally closed my eyes to think about what we're talking about. It's right in front of us here. So there's also the advanced ones at the tier 3 monument stuff. You can collect 20 basic fragments and turn them into 1 advanced fragment as well. Scrap crafting costs have also been reduced. Blah, 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 blah. By design, not all monuments are equal. Some have trade-offs, while others should feel bad for groups, but ideal for solos or small groups. I don't know a world where that sentence makes sense, but let's continue. With blueprints fragments, we want to ensure all mid to large size monuments are relevant. So with that said, the following monuments have basic green card puzzles added: Dome, Ferry Terminal, Radtown. In addition, you'll now be able to find a recycler at the Dome puzzle room. I like this. I feel like Dome was a pretty good monument just on its own. The recycler, I think, really takes it to that next level. Monument loot shuffle. Oh, and the diesel's going to change these too. We'll get to the diesel when we get to it, but the meta of running the same paths and monuments has gone stale. We've not changed some monuments in over 5 years. Do you know where every monument loot crate is? Many of you will, yes. Today, almost every monument has had the majority of its loot moved to new locations. Areas that previously had little to no loot have been refreshed, making these areas relevant again. Dead spots are gone and new loot spot paths have opened up. This is Junkyard, it looks like. I'm really excited to see how that looks. You got an interview next week. Hey, congrats and good luck. Crate loot. Every day we see Reddit posts on Reddit, Discord, Facebook. Oh, I don't like that they called it X. This feels like such a government ops post. It's Twitter, bro. And so I'm sharing screenshots of awful loot rolls they just got. Granted, sometimes it's terrible, but hackable crate should always feel rewarding. No, it's true. It feels terrible when you get a hackable crate and you loot like a tier 1 jacket and some horse road sign armor and like it's just bleh. So we've reworked hackable crates and elite crate rolls, removing some of the junk. You should now always get something of use, hopefully multiple items. Yeah, you know, I don't think every single crate needs to have an AK in it, but it would be nice to not get a nail gun. Drone storage. This is one I really, before we even get into this, I'm so biased against this change. I hate this change. I really dislike this change, and I feel like this is a bad change. And I hope to see it reverted, but at the same time, they've still not taken out the attack heli that everyone hates either. Drones now have a single storage slot, able to hold a single stack of any item. While piloting the drone, you'll be able to drop the contents by left-clicking. Throwable explosives dropped from the drone are active and will explode with their usual behavior. Keep your eyes and ears open. SAMs and auto turrets will not treat player drones as hostile and target them. Marketplace drones are safe. I don't like this now for two reasons. One, now you only need a CCTV camera to bait out someone's SAM site. Beforehand, you know, when you were baiting out a SAM site, you had to use like a mini copter, and that's 750 scrap. That's a significant investment. There's a lot of skill required with flying it. Like, not everyone can do it, so it's like a very high risk, decent reward to bait out the SAM sites. The fact that you can just have someone fly a drone around for the cost of like is a couple metal fragments and one CCTV camera. I'm not an enjoyer of some of these changes. I do like that auto turrets will target the drones now, though. Shooting them out of the sky will be a big deal to stop them from flying in and drop, like, say, C4 in your base. So there are some mild upsides, but mostly negative downsides to me regarding this whole change. I don't know why that word still gets filtered to it, but I see your message. We'll get to it when we get to it. Nuclear missile silo. This is going to be huge. This monument to me was already insanely overtuned for being just a blue card monument. They have upgraded it now to a red card monument, and they've even made it better with loot. But this also means it's going to be like I think the most contested monument now, with how good it is and the blueprint fragment changes. So missile silo, first introduced in May 2023, is a blue card monument. The silo has always been high risk versus reward location with forced corridors and plenty of scientists to battle through, and hopefully not door camped when leaving. From today, the monument will now reward red key cards, or no, it won't. Is a now red key card monument. So you no longer get a red blah 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 blah. You no longer get a red key card from this monument. It requires one to go in. This changes it to align with other high tier areas and advanced blueprint fragments. And I think, yeah, they made it so now there's 4 elite crates in there instead of just 1. This change to make silo more valuable, a highly contested destination. Did you know Rust equals repopulation unit survival test? You know, I feel like I've heard this before, but I never realized it was like an official thing. So now we know what Rust stands for. And I'm just gonna quickly screenshot this. Since fucking when? These are just giving me some settings related things. Crosshair customization. That's, I don't really care about that. We're just gonna skip past it. The new item, the spike trap. The fucking foot. That's ridiculous. The spike trap is now a default primitive trap which slows and hurts players when stepped on. So there's already a gigantic spike trap in the game that just requires wood to craft. But this one is a smaller version that costs significantly less wood. I think the other one costs like 250 or 300. This only costs 80. And it's a very small disc, but it will be it will be interesting to see how this affects things. I can't see this being a significant game changer, but I could definitely see this being griefy. And I mean, for the first week, let's be real, everyone's gonna be crafting these just to be annoying. So we're gonna see a lot of randos putting these down everywhere, and I feel like I'm gonna step on a lot of spike traps. Monument event sounds. Oh, the UI pop-ups for oil rig resets, cargo ship inbound, and excavator have been replaced with global environmental sounds. We hope that this proves a more immersive and less clunky way of notifying players to these monument events. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it'll be like a horde and you hear like globally or something. Mission reward buff. One of the many data points we collect is how often players are doing certain activities. Oh yeah, no, this got a buff. I heard about this, but I don't know the details. I'm actually super excited. So for those who don't know, really quick, in regular Rust, there are not a lot. There are very few, but there are some NPCs in the game that you can actually get quests from. And, you know, for example, there's one at Outpost that's like, oh, go retrieve this bottle of vodka for the woodcutter, and then he'll give you a small axe as a reward, and his next quest is go collect some wood, and when you collect some wood, he'll give you a crossbow, and small progression things like this. And then there's some cooler ones, like you can apparently get crude oil for scrap or something, or vice versa. At Fishing Village, you can get a jackhammer. Most of the time, though, these quests are just not worth doing. The time it takes to do it and the difficulty it takes to do it, you could literally just go hit some barrels and buy a jackhammer, you know? So I'm really excited to see this section here. One of the many data points we collect is how often players are doing certain activities, and missions sit towards the bottom of that list. Yeah, because it's not worth it. The most common reasons we hear why you don't like missions are that missions don't suit Rust. You don't want to do missions, and missions are not worth the time and the reward. I've never heard the first two, but this one is what I literally just said, so echoing that one. Fair. We don't want to force anyone to do missions if you don't want to. They're supposed to be an add-on to the activities you're already doing. And we certainly can try to address some of the complaints. So today we've significantly increased mission rewards by offering a higher quantity of loot and additional mission rewards. Do give them a try. Okay, so that's one thing we're going to be doing today on the server is we're going to go hit up all the NPCs and we're going to go do all the quests today and see if they're worth it. Shore crates. Oh yeah, I heard about this. I forgot about this. A new type of crate can now be found washed up along the beach, offering a small boost to help you get started. They're not common, so you won't be able to rely on them, but you may be lucky enough to stumble across one. Yeah, supposedly they're supposed to be small resource crates. Maybe there's like a weapon in them or something that can spawn on the beach randomly where players spawn. I imagine that, especially on Force Wipe, you're never going to see one of these, but where I imagine this will be useful is like you load into a server late, like it's day 3 of the wipe or something, and there's probably going to be some of these on the shore. What if boots make it so the spike traps don't hurt? That would actually be a good reason to use boots, SpaceX, genuinely. Medieval balance. We're going to skip past this because it's not usually part of Rust, but the fun things from it highlighted are already shown in these pictures. They made it so catapults can fire much further. They reload faster. I believe propane bombs do more damage. And the rest of it's kind of irrelevant. So we're just gonna glance past that real quick. Notable changes. These are the ones I think are really worth going over here. Barricade placement. Fixed ice lakes and train tracks blocking barricade placements when close to monuments. Also, I don't know if it's listed here, barricade health was nerfed significantly. So right now, if you are in regular Rust and you pop down a barricade, you're not feasibly shooting out that barricade. That thing's just going to live by the time the fight's over. The new barricades are supposed to only have like 80 health or something like that, supposedly. So you could actually shoot them out. If there's a guy just holding out in cover, you could just shoot out his cover if there's enough of you. Or if the fight goes long enough, it's going to just take enough stray bullets that it'll be really low and maybe break. The turret interference one's interesting. This is not a problem I think I understand the specifics of mechanically, but they did tweet about this. Turret interference fix. Fixed turret powered inside a base being turned off by turrets outside the base. So there's a limit to how many turrets you can have in a radius. Like you can have, say, 12 turrets in like, I think it's like a 40-meter radius or something to prevent people from spamming unlimited turrets. And one of the issues, there's two issues. There's a lot of issues, I'm gonna be honest, but some of the big issues with it are, one, if somebody's raiding you and they bring turrets to place as they're raiding you, they usually can't turn on their turrets because your turrets in the base take priority. So if they place a turret to be aggressive with, it'll fizzle out and they won't be able to use it. The other part is a lot of people will make more than 12 turrets with the anticipation of one breaking eventually. So even though the turret limit is say 12, you would put 13 down because one's going to break and then boom, you're still on 12. Supposedly though, the new physics check for this actually favors attackers over defenders. Again, I'm not going to get into the math of it because I don't understand it, but what I got out of reading the tweets from the commit page were you're going to have a priority, I guess, like if you're putting down new turrets pushing in rather than older turrets turning on. Who knows? We'll see how that plays out. We can test that later too. The APC invisible fire. Fixed invisible fire on APC debris. This is nice because I died at this quite a bit. Held item redeploy. Fixed held items rarely redeploying when moving quickly through the world. I'm not sure what that applies to, and I can't think of an instance where that's affected me, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Chainsaw startup. Oh, this is what Dimwit posted about earlier, and he got timed out for it. Oh my god. Chainsaw startup. Remove the fail startup chance on the chainsaw. Starts first time every time. So now when you go to use the chainsaw, you don't have to like rip the cord like 7 or 8 times, or well, it's 3 max, but like it feels so annoying to have to do. Now it's just gonna like, when you pull the rip cord on the chainsaw, it's gonna just work. It's gonna just be a reliable tool. Thank you, goodness gracious. I don't think this was a balance thing that needed to happen, but this is like a quality of life thing, and it's little things like this that make me really enjoy Rust devs because they put the effort in. That way, even when they do things I don't agree with, like up above with the drones and stuff, I can give them the benefit of the doubt because I know that their heart's in the right place. Hi, Zuvana. No, this is not the boat patch yet. That is coming. They're still working on it. But there's a massive patch today, and we're just going over the changes right now before we hop onto my private server, which is available to my subscribers. So if there's any subscribers out there that don't already know this, you are welcome to join on the server and explore the map in a more relaxed, kind of chill environment instead of scary, regular PvE sweaty Rust. And that's where we'll be hanging out today on the Force Wipe. Cargo ship pathing. Yeah, cargo ship no longer goes around oil rigs. This will be interesting for 2 reasons. One, sorry, I'm facing the wrong way. How did I read that? Eyes on the back of my head. Smooth path, no oil rig, blah, blah, blah. The current cargo ship has a really long path around the map, and it makes it exceedingly boring to counter and to board. And people on oil rig will often grief you if you're on cargo ship passing by it. So what's kind of nice about this change is it's going to reduce the overall travel time around the map significantly, as well as perhaps make it more approachable for counters. This will be more fun for PvP and more worthwhile for people to actually like make the effort to go for it. This is another good one. Chinook crate randomization. There's been a long-term bug in Rust with Chinook's crate drop logic. It would often frequently select the same location all wipe. This has now been changed to be a true random, as it should have been. So for the non-Rust people, there's a hackable crate. You probably during Rust Kingdoms even saw this at Oil Rig a lot. It's a really good crate. It comes with some of the best loot in the game. And the Chinook, which is this giant helicopter you see in the background over there, once in a while it would drop one of these randomly on the map, well, supposedly randomly, and people could go contest it. So you would run to the airfield or the power plant or wherever it's dropped. But for the longest time, it pretty much just picks a monument and goes there forever. So like it would just drop it at train yard all the time, always. And it made it very boring and unfun, and you just didn't care about because somebody would build a base to camp it, and like it was dumb. It was a whole thing. So this is a very welcome change and another quality of life change that I applaud. Menu optimizations, modding improvements. This is all stuff to just kind of go over on your own if you guys are interested in the super details. VRAM improvements. Oh yeah, and they're supposedly making it so the shipping container doesn't cause as much lag now, which is really nice. They've introduced the first bed skins into the game. I already purchased both of these from the store today, I'm not gonna lie. They're making it so you can rotate paintings and frames a lot easier. This is going to be fantastic for decorating and for people placing things. Bicycle bunny hopping. I don't know that there's going to be any practical use of it. This is one of those changes that seems like it's purely for fun. And I'm going to be honest, I love when devs put stuff in just for fun. If it doesn't break the balance of the game and it's fun, then why not do it, right? So bicycles and tricycles. Wait, there's tricycles in the game? Is that new? Have received some additional love this month with a new feature, bunny hopping. Pressing right mouse button while riding will activate a small jump to help you navigate obstacles in the world. The bikes are now more thrilling to ride and even better than before getting you to your destination. Oh, I wonder if there's stuff you could do with this to jump into compounds and things. Like you go off a ramp and now the bunny hop gives you just enough to get over a wall or something. That could be interesting. Key points: faster bikes provide higher bunny hops. You can only activate one bunny hop every 3 seconds. Jumping will require and consume 10% of the bike's stamina. Jumping is scaled with the bike's health and stamina bar. So you got to keep these repaired too. Because yeah, if you guys don't know, boats and vehicles and bikes and motorcycles and cars all go slower and perform worse when they're heavily damaged. So keeping them full health makes a lot of sense. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know the details of this, but projectile invalid rework. So since I see some of you guys here from Kingdoms, once again, one of the frustrating things in Rust is sometimes you'll shoot your bullet, but it won't actually do damage to the thing you hit. That's because you got a projectile invalid error. So for example, let's say, I'm fighting, we'll say H-June, and H-June for some reason is not dumpstering on me yet, and I've had a chance to fire back. H-June and I might have very different pings from one another. And so for example, on his side, maybe he ducked behind cover, and on my side, he hadn't quite ducked behind cover. So on my POV, I've shot him with a bullet while he wasn't behind cover, but on his side, obviously he was. This could lead to a projectile invalid on my end, so it looks like I did damage and it sounds like I hit him, but I didn't actually. And this is a very common cause of frustration amongst people when it comes to big fights in Rust. So seeing this is interesting. Every Rust player has been pained by yep, literally right there. Every Rust player has been pained by a projectile invalid appearing in their combat log. These checks exist for a good reason to ensure projectiles should behave as expected within legal values between clients on the server. Yeah, tell it to all the hackers. But anyway, preventing manipulation by bad actors and unfair latency. For the most part, these checks work correctly to do their job. Working to investigate and resolve false positives. This month, I've been working with the server projectiles code to investigate and reproduce reported issues. This involves pages of code reading, note-taking, drawing projectile trajectories in editor, blah, 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 blah. I guess there's no changes. They just want us to let them know they're working on it. So that's good. That's actually great. This is part of why I think Rust devs are fantastic. Communicating that with your community is huge. They could just do it quietly behind the scenes. There's no reason for them to make this post. But again, like, I will praise Rust devs for so long because they take the extra step to do this, to post this. You have a new quest to find the tricycle. I have a lot of quests we got to do today. This is like Savannah. I don't know if you understand quite the scale at which this changes things. This is like, I could actually give it, because if you guys like watch Foolish, you probably know Minecraft. It's like if you went from the very first version of Minecraft and you jumped all the way to the most current version of Minecraft. So many fucking changes happened between those 2 points, and they've done that today within just one content patch. So they've changed. They've reworked the whole system of how progression works. Like the workbench system determines how you get to tier 2 so you get better guns, to tier 3 to get better guns, to go to monuments, to go to places, reasons to leave your base, PvP balance. Like they've done so much this month. This is an insanely huge patch. So the funny thing is, it's not going to affect end gameplay. Like what you saw in Kingdoms for the last, say, 3 days of Kingdoms would still look the same. That wouldn't change. What this would have affected in Rust Kingdoms, for example, for context, was like the first 5 days would have looked very different based on how a lot of these changes are going. So the end game is still the end game, and there's not a lot of balance that has changed there, but it's like everything leading up to it has significantly changed. Workshop, that's for custom stuff. Halloween update. Oh, I hate the Halloween update. Every year I hate the Halloween update so much. On October 23rd, we'll be releasing a mandatory server and client update to enable some new spooky features. This year we'll be introducing some spooky themed wallpapers. Actually, I like that. The other stuff I'm not a fan of, but I've been loving the wallpapers. You guys in Kingdoms especially got to see a lot of really nice looking Gumiho's kitchen or Chip's garage, especially. Wallpapers are still fairly new to Rust. Like we're talking really new to Rust. I love that they're adding a spooky themed one. Probably gonna have like pumpkins and spiders and shit. That's probably gonna look really good. They wait until after Kingdoms. Well, the rule for Rust is it's always the first Thursday of every month. You know, it's kind of like some Easter bullshit. You know, it's never a set day. It's like, you know, the second Sunday of every April or whatever it is, right? Force Wipe is usually where they introduce big patches, and it's usually the first, not usually, it is the first Thursday of every month. charity in-game plushies. I already bought both of these to support the Ronald McDonald House charity and the Cancer Research Charity. These plushies are probably going to be goofy and silly, and I will almost certainly never ever use them, but I bought them to support the charity, but also to have the option to make cute stuff for people who do like that. Because you know, one of the things this is a small detail, one of the things I actually really enjoyed about Rust Kingdoms was a lot of the new players, they don't have all these skins and stuff, and so they're going around asking pro players to skin things to make items for them, etc. Like I made the Christmas lights for Giga. The Christmas lights cost like $183 if you wanted to buy them. Like I know Lady Dima and Michi kept having their armor reskin to that darker color. Like, yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with this stuff, even if you are not the one who uses them. So we'll see what these look like in game too. I'm definitely gonna put some of these down. There's an autumn sale, Base Invaders plus drops. Yeah, there's a Base Invaders event happening next week. I am not participating in this. I was not invited, but that is okay. It is a small, short event, and it'll be fun to watch my friends playing in it anyways. The clocks go back soon. Oh, right. Stupid fallback or whatever. All right, and these are just the footnotes. So, with that being said, let's hop into Rust. Let me pop the game open. It's definitely done updating by now. So there's no way to keep a Rust server on for longer than a month. No, sadly not. Every month it wipes, which I know is a very different environment because I have I come from a Minecraft friend background, even though I didn't play a lot of Minecraft myself. And I know my subscribers who were Minecrafters really were upset about losing their builds and cool things, but Rust is a very different mentality than some of the stuff people come from, because other games you're very accustomed to keeping your progress and you've saved this build that you've been working on for 7 years. Rust, the beauty of Rust really is starting anew, starting fresh. Like there's something about it, and I think this also, not so coincidentally, is why it appeals so much to people with ADHD, such as myself. But it is something cool where you just like, you've made this massive thing over the course of a week or a month or 2 weeks, and then it's gone. It's like the artists in Rust. They paint something beautiful and then it's gone. It's just it's a different take on things, and I like it. Also, every month is, by the way, the low percentage. Rust usually wipes every week. There's 3 main wipes in Rust. There's a weekly wipe, a bi-weekly wipe, and a monthly wipe. So you'll find servers that will completely clean the slate, remove all of the buildings, all of the projects every single week. That's more for the PvPers and not so much for the people who like to build stuff long term. Bi-weeklies and monthlies are where you go to build stuff for more like long term, try and survive and show it off type stuff. The gameplay loop is the server resets. Yeah, you know what? That is a way to describe it for sure. And vanish, admin off, admin on. Let me go heal myself because I apparently have 1 HP. What the hell? Okay, so we are on a Survivor's Holiday. This is a server run by Mike Zekum, who is one of my subscribers. He's in chat right there. You can see him say hi. And hold on. And this is a private server only for my subscribers or my personal friends I give the access to. It is for the most part vanilla. There are things on this that make it not vanilla, but for the most part it is just a regular Rust server. There's not a lot of craziness to it. Headler 5, sorry, 1 sec. Oh, not 45. That working? Yeah, it's working. And so yeah, there's a lot of changes to everything. We're gonna go kind of take a casual approach and check things out. The 2 things we're gonna do first though is 1, head to Outpost. Where is Outpost on this map? Above. I forgot Mike keeps a bandit camp. We're gonna check out both. I want to see what the NPC quests are, if the basic ones have changed or not. And I also want to eat some of this rice that has been sitting next to me and is now definitely cold. Hey Confodder, thank you for the 63-month sub, brother. Are there any servers that are medieval gear only? Yes, actually, Zuvana, there are, but unfortunately they're not very popular. So they kind of come in like fads and waves, like maybe a content creator brings his community there type thing. They exist, but they're not very popular. They were super popular when they first released though, because they do have like a set of very specific primitive gear. Like on those servers, you cannot craft guns at all. Oh wow, somehow the rice is still warm. I've been yapping for like 20 minutes. How's the rice still warm? You know, one of the other things about Rust that you guys probably are not going to be very accustomed to coming from other games is, you know, your character's always online in the world, right? Like when you log out, you don't have, like, your gear stays there. People can kill you and loot you while you're sleeping, right? And that is a big scary thing when it comes to trying to keep your base alive. Did you piss off the wrong people over the course of the day? They might just stay up all night and raid your base, right? Like, I don't remember where the quest NPCs are here. Oh, wait, they're bandit camp, aren't they? Hang on. I do agree, though, by the way, the medieval stuff is fun. But if you're a regular Rust enjoyer, the medieval stuff is definitely more of a once in a while thing than a regular thing, if that makes sense. Also, I'm admin flying right now, so don't mind me. Okay, so on Rust Kingdoms, they had the safe zone with the bank, right? That doesn't actually exist in regular Rust, but there are different versions of safe zones that do exist, and this is the bandit camp. You cannot fight people here, and if you hit people here, you'll be shot and killed. There's unfortunately no really cool bank heist option or anything. It is just a place to talk to some NPCs, do a little bit of gambling, because this is where the gambling wheel normally is. I'll show you guys in a sec. Or just sell some stuff. Alright, so his first quest is to do the vodka bottle. We'll do that after. Let me show you guys what the actual gambling wheel Rust looks like and not the custom one. It's like this old mining barge that they like converted. It's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, this is where the wheel comes from. You saw everyone gambling, Sykkuno probably especially. It's everyone gambling over the course of Kingdoms. This is where it originates. Rust really is the apocalypse game. You can't make your own character do it. Yeah. Although allegedly that may be coming in the future. But you're just stuck with the character you get. And, you know, it's funny. This is going to be a little bit of a social commentary, so forgive me if this comes across as insensitive, but despite how horrible and often racist and bigoted a lot of the people who play this game can be, the funniest thing is, like, you're actually the most advantaged if your character is black. Because with the way lighting and camouflage works in the game, if I, like, my character is like fucking white, if I crouch in a bush, you can actually see me kind of easily. But the characters that are like black toned with skin, they can crouch in the bushes and they're really hard to see. So there's like this fucked up like reality where everyone in this game is just the absolute worst version of the internet that you can experience sometimes. But at the same time, they all wish that they were the thing that they're terrible about, if that makes sense. Because it's actually an advantage. You may have seen in Rust Kingdoms, there's an underwear item called the mummy wraps. And a lot of pro players use this because it's the closest they can do to cover up the super white skin tones they have, to be able to better hide in like bushes and shadows and things. So, I don't know, like your character model, I don't know what people would do if they let you customize them. I feel like there'd be a mix of people who would go for the sweaty option and make like a bunch of characters that are best optimized for stealth and hiding and getting away with stuff in Rust. And then you've got some people who would do like probably the cuter, like, you know, you'd see girls want to choose girl models, you see guys want to choose guy models, stuff like that. Personally, you never really see your model, so to me it doesn't really affect me other than when I get caught in bushes and stuff. Yeah, like I'm really not trying to be insensitive or like terrible with saying what I'm saying right now. I'm just trying to explain like game balance wise the situation. So if I'm just gonna throw out there, I swear to God, if I offended anyone, if I said anything wrong, forgive me. Just know the intention of that was just explaining the game. But yeah, so Rust is you know, when Tarjan went to the public servers, the first thing I told her when she said she was gonna do it, I was like, make sure you turn your microphones off. Unfortunately, like a large population of the game are these like American kids who are just barely in high school and they're still edgy. So they're saying stuff to get attention, and the best way to get attention is to say something horrible. Like, for example, I have a lot of female friends who play this game, and the second they speak in game, you'll hear people, oh, a woman, and then follow it up with just some really heinous stuff. And like, friends, just know that me and my groups usually go out of our way to raid and get rid of people who do stuff like that. If I walk by a base and they've written like a Nazi symbol on a sign that they've posted on their base, I'm raiding them. Not because I need their loot, but because like, fuck, I just don't need to be around those people, bro. Get rid of them. Make them swap servers, go somewhere else. Squeakers, says Rosin. Hi, Rosin, by the way. The models were shaped how I see some people. You know, it's funny you say that. I have a lot of people. So when you put on streamer mode in this game, it hides your name. And what you guys should be aware of is like most Rust players will never use their stream name. You will never see Dakin be named Dakin, right? Dakin's name when he's playing on a public server will be named like 123 or something, right? That's because you got to hide that stuff. Information in this game is insanely valuable. You probably saw that during Rust Kingdoms, right? Especially with us fighting Iron Fang all the time. Information is key, and what people will do a lot of the time is stream snipe. So you can never make your name your normal name unless you're playing on a safe server like what I'm doing right now. But funny enough, because my character, I always use these blue shorts and my character looks the way he does, I have had a lot of streamers that I've randomly bumped into on other servers recognize that it's me based on my character model alone. Like they might say, fight me in a PvP fight and I'll die, and they'll loot me, and then they'll realize it was me because my character model shoot me a DM on Discord like, hey, are you playing on this server? And I'll be like, yeah, was that you? And this has happened more times than I can count. Rust Kingdoms has warped a lot of the reality of Rust's actual community. Well, what's that? It's like the vocal minority, I think is the best way to describe it. Like you guys, if you've never heard that phrase before. A lot of the Rust community in general is actually pretty chill. I have made a lot of friends with very random players I've met on servers who probably don't often interact with too many other people. But at the exact same time, when you go to like an outpost or a safe zone, you know, you're going to hear some 13-year-old loud idiot saying the N-word or something just to get attention. So unfortunately, like the impression kind of is that with all these loud idiots, that's what the majority of the community is. But I truly believe, and this is me saying this with like absolute sincerity, I truly believe that is the minority of the Rust community. They are just fucking loudest. So like the people who are super chill aren't making a lot of noise. You're not noticing them as much. But when you have interactions with people over the course of like wipes, you kind of realize people are chill and you would never hear them because they don't speak and yell and be annoying for attention. To give you guys an example of this, oftentimes when we're up good, the way you saw me behave on Rust Kingdoms is how I behave on regular servers too. If I kill somebody and I've got like, you know, tier 3 gear and I'm good to go and I see that he's just starting out, I will often pick him up and give him his gun back and say, good luck, have fun. And he'll say, thanks, buddy, and run off into the distance. And I'll never see that person ever again. Like, there are some chill people who play this game. There are some very unchill people who play this game. But I don't want you guys to think that as I describe this is the most horrible game with the most horrible community. Most of my community I've managed to build up through Rust. And most of those people are all very chill, very nice people I would happily play stuff with. Continue to be a base train. Yeah. The thing is, I think with Rust, you have a large amount of people who also play solo. Because either they don't have a friend they can trust or they just don't know how to reach out to people. And like, tell me we can't relate to that a little bit, right? You know? Anyways, I'm gonna run over and grab this quest and we'll eat some rice. So I'm gonna stop yapping here for a sec and let's see if we can figure out what's over there. Hey Chris, I'll read your message just a sec. Hang on, I really want to eat some rice. Okay. Hacker Slight says, hi, I always kind of watch Rust from afar. I was wondering if it's really viable to play on some casual servers Rust solo. I'd like to make builds, but I'm terrible at aiming. There are plenty of servers out there that are actually strictly PvE. Or maybe they're a little bit less populated, so you can play on a regular server, but you find one that's only got like 12 people playing on it instead of like 400, right? I think Rust can be a very enjoyable game. I think Rust is best enjoyed with friends, if I'm being completely honest. But finding friends is really difficult. For the non-Rust people who are newer, there's a term called inciting, or being incited. And what happens is like, maybe you meet this, and I swear to God, this happens to all of us at some point. It's happened to me. It's happened to H-June. It has happened to everybody who's played this game at some point in some form. What inciting means is basically like somebody from inside your own team backstabbed you. Maybe you met a random friend on a server and you two played the whole day together and you had a really great time. So you build a base together and you log out, you say goodnight, see you tomorrow. Then you wake up and all the doors to your base are missing and all the loot is gone and you're left with a note that says, you shouldn't have trusted me. This happens a lot in Rust, especially to players who are newer. And it happens more often in larger groups too, because maybe someone gets a little pissed or offended. Like, let's say I'm going to use a real example from Rust Kingdoms. When Lidu was really rude to me that one day, maybe I get upset and petty and I decide to steal all the loot and give it to the other kingdom and leave the team, right? That would be inciting. I didn't, and I would never, just for the record, I'm just giving you guys an example. Like, it happens in large groups. It happens in small groups. So it's really, there's like a huge element of trust in Rust that people just like, there is no trust in this game, bro. People will say don't trust anyone in this game, and that is a for real lesson. So when you finally do feel like you've met someone and you're comfortable to give them like your trust, that's when you finally made a homie. But it doesn't happen often, and that's why I think is a social problem with this game, where there's a lot of solos who just play the game solo because they haven't found that homie. They don't have that ride or die, you know? Oh, look. Okay, this is already... Wait, this is already better. Okay, so the original reward for this next step of the quest was just a crossbow and arrows. And now they're giving you scrap on top of it. So even the small quests are getting better. Also, I feel like my settings reset or something. Everything's like a little too good. Let's turn some things down just a little bit and see if we can improve the FPS a smidge. Quarter resolution maybe instead. That should help a bit. No, I guess I've already trimmed things down quite a bit. I need draw distance maxed. Keep these and see if that starts feeling better. Oh, nice. Inky's on the server. I'll probably meet up with Inky in a little bit. Inky's a good friend of mine. She does art like the artists in Rust, but she does very cutesy art. She is, I'm biased though. She's my favorite artist. I think it's very roguelike in terms of resetting and resetting a lot. Yeah, you know what? I've never ever thought about Rust like that, Zuvana, but I don't think it's incorrect to describe it as such. There are quests in this game, yes, but like I just mentioned before, they were before today's patch so bad that they were never really worth doing. The only quest you would see people do is that crossbow one that I'm working on right now, because it gives you a quick crossbow. It's like a quick way to get a weapon at the start of a wipe. But one of the big changes today is they added a bunch of rewards. Apparently all the quests are supposed to be better now, so like more worthwhile doing. And I like that because it means the people will be out there in the world trying to do the things for the quests. A really big problem people have in Rust is like there's a phrase we use called gear fear. Like they're too scared to take their gear out of the base for fear of losing it. You became too, you know, you found this cool gun, but you're like, oh, I shouldn't take it out because I'll just lose it because I'm not good at PvP. So I'll just stay inside the base instead. Like, I really like that a lot of the patches, patch notes from today are specifically targeting like getting people out of the base, specifically trying to get people to go out into the world and do things. The R in Rust stands for roguelike. You know, it's funny. We actually just found out today. I didn't even know this. Rust actually does stand for something. Hang on. Rust apparently stands for, and this is officially from their website in the patch notes today, Rust equals repopulation unit survival test. There is no official lore to Rust. There's no backstory to why you're here or how the apocalypse happened, but there's a lot of really good fan theories about how this is all just a test. And the reason you wash up on a beach is because you escaped a facility and this is where you ended up. And then the reason the helicopter like attacks you is because it's hunting for you because you escaped the facility, and stuff like that. Like there's nothing confirmed and there's nothing canon, but there's all these really interesting theories people have kind of come up with based on some of the events that happen in game. And to be honest, they're kind of believable. And every Twitch Rivals, for the record, has had this theme behind it. Remember, Twitch Rivals is powered not just by Twitch, but officially by Facepunch, the game developers for Rust. And every Twitch Rivals has had this theme that like you're running these tests on test subjects, and us on the Twitch Rivals teams are the test subjects. And then, you know, that's like 4 years that they've had this kind of background lore through competitive events. So there's literally nothing official and nothing confirming, but there's a lot of cool theories and fan things. Oh my god, they've improved this one too. Wait, this is huge. You get a T for the wood quest or the animal quest. So yeah, in the previous, so what it used to be was you would just get the crossbow and no scrap. Now you get a crossbow and 75 scrap. The reason 75 scrap is relevant is because a workbench tier 1 takes 50 scrap. You basically get a workbench tier 1 just for doing this quest line. That's amazing. Or if you're like me, you're going to take that 75 scrap and go gamble it and probably definitely double your money and definitely not lose it on the first spin of the wheel, right? Right? But the wood tea is huge because a majority of players who play this game will never make a rust farm. Well, you saw Tarjan operating for Kingdoms. Most players with 10,000 hours have never done, not a single time, not once. So growing berries and getting teas is not a common thing in Rust. And the fact that they're giving tea, like not good teas, by the way, these are like basic teas, but teas provide a little bit of a boost to every player. Like that's kind of cool to see. Definitely not. Why? Because they're very time consuming and it takes a little bit of extra game knowledge. Like you have to learn how to do electrical, you have to learn how to do the plumbing to set up all that stuff. And then it takes hours. Like even if you plant like a really good plant, like let's say you have the perfect genetic clone and you didn't spend hours trying to clone something, it still takes like 2 hours to grow the plant, right? And so a lot of Rust players say like, look, the 7 hours I would have spent setting this up, I could have just gone and killed some people, got loot instead, right? And that actually makes sense in some players' perspectives. But that's where like having a team's really great. Dinwit, who's one of my mods, is not a PvPer. He's like me. He doesn't like PvP very much, but he loves doing farm stuff and he's really, really good at it. So you can kind of just have that be his full-time thing he works on while we run out, we loot monuments and get scrap and do things. And dude, that's where teamwork makes the dream work, you know? The time getting the perfect clone. Yeah. I don't know how many of you guys watched Tarjan. She got it. She actually kind of did it really quick. I was very impressed. She got all the clones by day 2, I think it was. It's a very time-consuming process to do. All right, guys. 5 is hot, right? All in on 5, baby. 5 is hot. Let's get rich. By the way, once again, I appreciate you guys coming to visit while you wait for Foolish to go live. Nice to see very familiar faces, Sienna and Haley and Savannah and such. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, so one of the kind of cool things about quests that is unknown to a lot of Rust players because they don't do them is the reward and tracking kind of stays with you for a while. So my quest right now that you can't see because my socials are blocking it. Let's get rid of those for a sec. In the top left is the wildlife call. Dispatch 3 animals and return to the lumberjack. You do not have to take the time to go focus on finding 3 animals to kill. You can now just go play Rust as you would normally play Rust, and you will eventually kill 3 animals. It's just gonna happen. Maybe they're griefing you, or maybe they're attacking you, or whatever. Like, and then so when you're done killing those 3 animals, next time you go to town, you can just turn it in, and boom, now you've got like a quest reward on top of the thing you were just already doing in the first place. Oh, I fucking missed. That was bad. That was embarrassing. Guys, pretend I didn't miss just now, okay? Oh, it's coming for me. No, deers will fuck you up. Okay. Deers are passive creatures that will never aggro you unless you aggro them first. But these things will fuck you up with their antlers. Like, actually, I'm genuinely scared of deers when they attack you. Oh, you know what's crazy? I can show you guys the jungle because they didn't have the jungle in Rust Kingdoms. Hang on, it's /vanish mode. There are some insane fucking things in the jungle. They have tigers, panthers, crocodiles, snakes, and these things all are so scary to run into. They kind of, I mean, they spawned a couple things in, like you had Abe spawning snakes on people and stuff, right? Let's see if I can, I'm in vanish mode right now for the admin. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, you know what I can do? I forgot. Okay, so this is another thing no one ever used. There's pies, and one of the pies was like a hunting pie. No, it's not Hunter. Is it Hunter's big cat pie? There we go. This thing's kind of cool. This lets you see the trails of where animals have been when you eat it. Oh yeah, so you see this white line? So if I was to follow this white line, what the hell? What path did this animal take? If you follow the white lines, it shows you where animals have gone. It doesn't last very long, and it's way more effective at night than during the day. But anyways, let's see if we can find a non, like okay, here's a red one. So this is how you know it's a hostile creature, right? You saw those white lines? Deer are non-hostile creatures. This is going to be like a cat or something. What's a crocodile? Yo, I'm actually, chat, I cannot begin to tell you how scared I am of crocodiles. I don't care if I die. I'll show you what happens here. Let me, this is what I was fighting it for real, okay? So these things, they move kind of slow out of the water. If you're in the water, you don't stand a chance against them at all. But these things have a stupid amount of health. Oh my god, look at the way it throws me around. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead. Oh. Oh. No. I'm dead. Dude, I think, by the way, this is why they disabled the jungle for Rust Kingdoms. The animals here are so much more savage than the rest of the animals in the game. Like every time you saw someone die to a bear or a pig on Rust Kingdoms, trust me, it paled in comparison to fighting the animals in the jungle. Like the tigers, by the way, they'll stalk you. I'm not kidding. They'll crouch behind bushes. They'll move really slow and silently, and they'll pounce out and jump at you. It's fucking scary and terrifying, and I'm still not used to it. You can escape some animals by climbing up trees and stuff too. Like there are ways to get away from them, but for the most part, like the animals are just gonna fucking kill you if you're naked in the jungle. To be fair, you shouldn't mess with an alligator in real life too. Yeah, you know what? You got me. But the other thing, if I haven't gotten there too slow, is I want to show you guys, they take your body and they drag it away. Yeah, so look, my body's not here. Let's eat the pie and find the alligator. It dragged it away to eat it. Cats will do this too. They'll drag you away to like a bush and stuff. Why can't I spawn this? Am I lagged out? Oh, I think the server's lagging. Oh, Inky says she's lagging too. Okay, so it's not just me. But yeah, so it's really funny because a little frustrating though, because you'll have like, say your farm, like let's say you had an inventory of farm on you, or you're Sykkuno and you just raided Base Trade TV's base and you're running away with all the loot, right? Fucking Sykkuno. And you die to a panther. Well, the panther will kill you where you are and then drag you super far. Oh god, I just died. The panther will drag you away, and then like you can't find your body to recover your loot, you know? Oh, Jesus, that was rough. So, yeah, you guys may have seen it throughout the event. Abe was occasionally spawning animals to grief people, like in a fun way. And he was always spawning like either a shark or one of the jungle animals on people, and it was making them go like, what the fuck? Yeah, so my body is still not here. I don't know where he dragged my body to. He may have just eaten me entirely. Fucking alligator. Who do you think you are? Now, funny enough, the jackhammer is actually one of the best things to fight animals with. I'm gonna die again. I didn't heal up. Never mind. You have to have a little bit of health. I had 3 health. But the jackhammer attacks very rapidly and very quickly, so it does a lot of damage very fast. And I just have to kill some animals. We're just gonna show you guys, like, oh, here's a full health bear. Oh, he's not full health. He fought a wolf recently and lost, I guess. Sorry, I forgot. My bad. Spare you guys the pain and suffering. What just happened? Ooh. Hey. Whoa, 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 put that boomerang down, man.
Hey.
What the hell? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were so well armed. I'm just gonna go this way, man.
I'm dangerous with it, man. I'm dangerous with it.
I believe it. I believe it. It's one of my subscribers, Ginger Warrior, from the chat. If you guys couldn't recognize his voice from previous waves. Not the horse. Oh, I didn't kill the horse, Don. It walked away free. I just left, you know? All right, let's give myself like a hazmat suit, maybe. Oh wait, that's not the real hazmat suit. I wanted the real hazmat suit. I still didn't give myself one. Nice. I've played this game before, guys. Trust me. This may be a dumb question, boy. Why is it called a wipe? Oh, because when the server like resets, it wipes everything out, right? Like it removes all the bases, it removes all the text stuff. Well, some servers let you keep blueprints, but for the most part, every server just completely wipes everything out. That's why people call it a wipe. Oh, there's been an animal through this way, that's for sure. You can tell because the scent still lingers. It smells like it was like maybe a deer or something, some kind of mammal. Definitely not an alligator. I'm still trying to get over that deer that I guess like jumped through the power line or something earlier. Kind of crazy. Oh yeah, there's another patch thing. They apparently bear meat now goes to 20 instead of 19. It pisses me off that they did this change because oh, it's a chicken I'm chasing. It's a fucking chicken. It pisses me off that they put the bear meat to 20 instead of 19, but they still can't make it so the clones stack in multiples of 9. Pisses me off, man. All right, well, we completed this quest. Let's head back to Outposts. You know what? I want to fly back regular style / my mini. Surely I won't crash. I'm sure we'll be okay, guys. I'll have you know I'm really good at flying. Oh, actually, hey, real quick, do we have any Sykkuno fans watching right now? Any Sykkuno enjoyers? Where's it's over this way to the right. Man, flying a mini is so not intuitive in this game. None it seems. Wow, everyone here literally hates Sykkuno. That's crazy. I enjoy Sykkuno from time to time. You know what? That's good enough for me. I was gonna bring up an old ass clip of the first time I ever met Sykkuno. Hang on. Flying's terrifying. Yeah, dude, it was so funny watching Doc and other people like fly for the first time in Rust Kingdoms. Honestly, I actually don't believe flying's the hard part. It's the landing that's the hard part. Yeah, hang on. It's like it was like one of the first TikToks I ever made, actually. Was me running into Sykkuno on the OTV server way back once upon a time. Let me pull this up real quick. I kind of didn't even realize I had the super chill music still playing this whole time. Oh, here it is. I want to watch this. This looks funny. 2021. That's forever ago, dude. He crashed it right away. Are you kidding me? I can't believe what I just seen. So, 4 years, and this guy still crashes hell. It's nothing. I love Sykkuno, dude. That guy's so funny. Seeing him in like Toast like Among Us videos and stuff, and the Rust server. Damn, why is it lagging so bad today? Once upon a time, like, yeah, Sykkuno's a funny dude. I think what's great is like his humor never feels forced. It's like very natural. Like he's just, I think I called him a cartoon character on stream, and I would stand by that. Cool. So you actually get a basic wood tea, which increases your wood yield by 50% when you cut stuff up. You get a small set of very basic armor. 5 guys? 5 guys, anyone? And I would have had a crossbow and a tier 1 workbench just from doing this quest chain. That's not bad. Dude, Shoto's so funny. I didn't know who Shoto was before Rust Kingdoms. Like, when I first met him, I didn't know he was like a big streamer. Like, I was just chilling and like enjoying him as a person. And then B, like, yeah, he was just funny. Like, he hated my dad jokes, but he was pretty funny and I liked him. I feel like Shoto's the kind of dude that you play Among Us with and he would see you kill somebody and he might cover for you. Whoa. What was that? That Ulrig? That sound. Does Mike have XCav? I'm gonna go test what XCav sounds like when you start it up. I'm gonna go start up XCav to see what it sounds like. The Bloodthirsty arc. Oh, Koala Copters. Yeah, he's famously one of the best pilots in all of Rust. I've never seen him play a wipe. I don't know how he actually is in terms of like a Rust player for like skill, but he is hands down the best pilot in all of Rust. No one will contest that. Put Diesel in here. Start. Oh, do I have to pick? This, by the way, is something I wish they would have had in Kingdoms. This is a really cool monument, and it's a really good way to tell or to get high quality metal and other resources. Basically, what you do is you farm Diesel. You clear out all the scientists here. You farm Diesel. You start up this thing. It can farm anything. It can farm stone or sulfur or metal, whatever you want it to. You tell it to. So like over here, I would have it do say stone instead or something, right? And then what it does is it grinds around and takes a little bit of time, and it sends all the resources up this belt down into this hopper. The hopper splits it onto this belt and it splits it between two piles. And these piles are lootable, and they have all the resources you're mining through them. It's actually a really efficient way to get resources a lot of the time. I think it's, if you need sulfur, you're better off just farming sulfur nodes, but if you need metal, stone, this is the best way to get it, the fastest way. You know, no joke, being able to fly in this game is a real genuine skill that not even some of the best people who can PvP can do well. If you can fly a mini, you are oftentimes a huge asset to your team. Okay, so let me show you this. One single diesel, that's all we ran it for, was one single diesel, netted a row of stone and 30 high quality metal. This is equivalent to hitting like 15 metal nodes, by the way. So I'm gonna despawn it because you don't need it, but yeah, it's a really cool mining. It's very good. So the other thing from the patch notes was apparently they increased the build block radius around this thing. So let's go see how far away you have to be able to build now. Because a really common tactic people would do is they would be like, say here, and they would build a tower that would just overlook that collection pile. Oh my god, wait, this is actually massive now. Look at the build block radius. Wait, that's fantastic. So you see that red line? You can't build across this side of the red line, which means if you wanted to build a tower to say roof camp this with or something, you have to be all the way over here. Which is, you can still definitely camp this a little bit, but not like, god damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna send this to Lucas. He'll really like this info. Bro, new Excav build block radius is amazing. Look at that. That's right on the line. And I'm gonna go stream too. I think he's playing a wipe with a bunch of people today.
So we have to go behind cards. Everything is perma-locked behind.
Lucas, I sent you a Discord DM. You gotta check out.
So they won't spawn in any
You're
crates
safe.
in the monument. They're like
It's
near
awesome.
the card swipe, like where the card spawns or something, like on deaths and shit.
I need a bag in a new base. When you guys get there.
So we need
That's
to
crazy.
one card somewhere.
Yeah, we have to get cards.
Do you guys want to try and boost and do?
Oh, so they're talking about how much they need cards on their wipe. Yeah. Having to push out without barricades. I'm pretty sure you can still barricade. Barricades have never been building place blocked, like restricted. Yeah, you can still barricade like all the way up to this. It's just the tower that can't be cugged. Even sleeping bags have to be outside that. Yeah, absolutely. You know what's funny? Okay, so guys, there's a sleeping bag limit, right? You may have seen this in Rust Kingdoms when someone put a bag down. It was like 17 out of 25 or whatever, right? I think the regular Rust bag limit, if I'm not mistaken, was like 15 or something. It's some really shitty, awful low amount. Hang on. Yeah, 1 out of 15. Ugh. Before the bag limit existed, let me tell you guys what I used to do with this monument, because this monument was always controlled by really big clans. Like, we're talking groups of like 20 or more would own this thing. You could never go to it, right? So what I would do, because you used to be able to put bags like as close as like where my mouse is showing right now, I would surround this thing in bags. We're talking like 100 sleeping bags I'd put around this thing. And then every time I got the notification excavator was running, I would try to sneak in, even though I'm naked and I would die to radiation. I would sneak in up the stairs. I'd go into the fuel room. with the only intention of pulling the fuel out of here and then running around like a corner and despawning it or something so that they couldn't find it. So I would just waste all their fuel that was time consuming to go get. And then obviously I'd run out and I would die. And then I would wait. And if I heard that the excavator was starting up again right away, I'd know that they found where I put it and I'd respawn and I'd go back again. But if it didn't start up again, then you knew mission accomplished because I couldn't find wherever you hid the fuel. One of my favorite spots to hide it was between these wheels because nobody checks between these things. So you would just throw it between them and then you would run the opposite way. So when they kill you over here, they're going to be looking all over here for wherever you threw it and not over, like, say here. And it was... If you guys can imagine having 5 or 10 people do this, the most annoying thing for the people running the excavator at the time was like, yeah, you'd shoot people dead, but like, you have a limited amount of ammo. You spent probably half of your ammo cleaning out the scientists getting here. Then you spend another half of what remains shooting all the nakeds running back. And so then they have to dip to go get more ammo. Otherwise, because they can't stay here. And it was just a really fun way to mess with people that you could never fight. Can we look at the new MLRS interface? There's a new MLRS interface? I didn't even know. Yeah, let's go check it out. It changed how you aim. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll take a look. Let me give myself some rockets and an aiming module. Was it not this force? I don't think I saw a patch note for it, but it doesn't hurt to check it out. Where's the... there we go. To me, this looks very much the same, so I don't think anything has changed. Oh, today I learned you can't MLRS Bandit Camp. Where was Ginger? He was in the jungle over here somewhere last I saw him. So this is a cool thing you guys never got to see because it wasn't part of Kingdoms, but there's a thing where you can launch this airstrike out of. You can kind of see the missiles soaring through the sky right now, right? So I think we sent it to Satellite Dish. And this is, you can use this on someone's base. And it's like throwing a bunch of free rockets at the base. Wait till you hear the sound, the howl as they approach. This is such a horrifying sound to hear. If you're in your base and you just start hearing that screeching coming out of the sky and your base is shaking, you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I forgot Mike's server has zombies. Oh, yeah, there's Radtown here. We check out Radtown. Where's Dome? I want to see the new puzzles. That's what we should check out while we're here, too. Mike's server might not have Dome, though. It doesn't... Oh, he does. Cool. Yeah, I want to check out Radtown, Junkyard, Dome. I didn't see Junkyard in the patch notes, but Junkyard had diesel spawns. And it seems diesel spawns are going to be a lot more rare now because they were all moved behind cards. Congrats. So where would the green card room here be? Probably one of these unused buildings if I had to guess. Wait, I actually have no idea. What if I go underneath? More obvious? No. You try the bicycle / tricycle? I can try to find one. Yeah. There's this. I think there's an. If someone wants to Google the admin command, you spawn one in. I can paste it. Otherwise, oh, here it is. So it's upstairs above the recycler. Wait, the loot here's not bad. 2 green crates? Wait, Radtown just might become my favorite monument, honestly. What's that? Dome and Ferry Terminal, I think, are the other ones. All right, so Domes is here, and oh, the recycler is behind a green card, so this is a safe recycler. Whoa. Wait, that's fantastic. Listen, if you're in a safe recycler, you should never AFK or anything, but you could, in theory, AFK at this recycler. It's a fuse. It's literally like the satellite dish one. They just copy pasted the satellite dish one, but put a recycler in it. Oh, so there's a diesel spawn in here too. Wait, does that mean they removed the diesel spawns off the top? They probably did. Yeah, I don't see any diesel spawning on top. Yo, Dome is a... Whoa! Listen, if I was playing regular Rust, this is such a sick jackpot of a crate. A camera and a backpack? Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, we should go to like Milton's and check out the new crate loot. Because those crates are supposed to be better now. Let's check out Junkyard too. Okay, so Junkyard had diesel spawns, which I think... Oh, these still spawn outside. Wait, Junkyard might be OP. So Junkyard didn't get a new monument or anything. But Junkyard gives you a green card. Had loot spawns moved and still spawns diesel. This might be the only monument that spawns diesel outside. Listen, Inky, you little meta gamer. If you want that backpack, you know where it is. Go get it. Power? We can check, but I think they said power plant and water treatment had all their diesel spawns moved inside. Oh, water treatment still spawns it outside too. Oh, interesting. What about oil rig then? Does this still spawn on the deck? Wait, we're gonna head to oil rig next. Does that still spawn on the deck? Or is that behind the red card room now, or the blue card room? Oh, hey, we can see what one of these crates looks like. Not bad. Feels better. I don't know if that made a sound or not. The rest of the server. Let's check out large oil too, see what the deal is. Okay, so diesel still spawns on large oil. So then I'm not sure where the diesel spawns were supposed to affect something. Because the patch made it sound like... Okay, this is a pretty garbage military crate. The patch made it sound like they were gonna make... Oh! Oh! Screenshotting that. Just got a global chat saying you're tumbling lock. So interesting. Let's check out launch site. We'll check those crates when they're done ticking and see what that loot looks like too. Wait, I'm flying. I'm forgetting I can do this because we have admin powers. Yeah, it is the loot on stream or the notif. I feel like this looks like better loot. This doesn't feel like Mike server boosted these loot spawns, I'm gonna be honest. These look like what they would put in to improve the loot. Where's Meltons? Oh, is Meltons not on the server? Oh, unlucky. We can check Silo. I'm still getting rads in admin mode? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Wait, you're supposed to get 4 of these now, though. So where do the other ones spawn? Oh, there's one here in this corner. Okay, these crates are so much better. Holy crap. Oh, there's 2 over here. Dude, most of these crates on average have given at least a gun, even if it's a crappy gun. I like that a lot. With how much harder it is going to be, like with how much harder it is, excuse me, to get to tier 3, getting access to something like this is really nice. Okay, so the new military crates are fucking good. And I'm gonna post these screenshots on Twitter a little bit. Let all my friends know how juiced these things are. Gonna reply to my other one. Or I'll just post it, whatever. Nobody reads my Twitter anyways, except for these wonderful new doozers. What's your thought on the new crosshair? Let me loot one of these guns actually, because I don't know what the new crosshair looks like. I haven't seen it yet. Seems awfully big, maybe? I don't know. Can't you customize this or something? Let me get a vanish. Hang on. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem that crazy to me. Put a laser on this too. Oh my god, the difference a laser makes. What the fuck? So without laser, the spray's a little wild. Crouched with a laser, it's almost like a beam. That's insane. Let me get myself some pistol ammo. I mean, you can do about 2 reloads on this health before you gotta worry about it. The thing about people always think low health guns aren't worth using, but like, yo, if in these 2 reloads you kill a guy who has an AK, it was worth it, even if it breaks, you know? Yo, that's pretty juicy. I'm not gonna lie, these new crates are fucking juicy. What were some other big things we're supposed to check out, guys? I'm gonna take a second to eat some rice. You guys tell me in chat, what do you want me to check out next from the patch notes? Man, it's been raining yesterday and today. It's so chill outside. It's really nice. Huh. I just realized I got the wrong Fugi thing on. I do. Oh, because we had Emmy in the call yesterday. Wait, so what's my actual overlay then? Oh my god, I forgot. I've had all this off for so long, bro. What the hell? Oh my god, what's the last? I forgot about this overlay because we haven't used it in so fucking long. We're back, baby. Oh yeah. By the way, I talked to Pep about this, make sure she was cool with it. We were thinking about trying to recruit some people to play some D&D one-shots from the Kingdom server. And so far, I mean, we can't obviously get everyone in one session because too many people, it's terrible for something like that, but people who reacted that are interested so far are Ola Gato is one of the artists. I really like her. Rainbirds, Deadly Boop, she was fun. Santa, oh my god, I love Santa. Jozakai, he's the guy who got married from the Ghetto Crest. 2 Deadly Boop. Sorry. Jaina Splinters. Of the Wolf was chill. He was in Golden Crest. Goosey. Monstera. Oh my god, Monstera would be so fun to play D&D with. Potato Kai and Rencognito. So hopefully we could get a small amount of those people to play a small D&D session. It'd be really fun. Man, I wish I had the audacity to ask someone like Foolish. I don't think that that would be his jam, and I don't know if he'd enjoy doing it though, so I don't want to waste his time trying to ask, but I think Foolish would be probably pretty fun to play D&D with. He seems to have that roleplay element like down pat. But for those who don't know what D&D one-shots are, they're kind of small, self-contained stories. So, you know, typically when you think of D&D, you hear people talk about these large campaigns where they've been playing it for like weeks and years. One-shots are more like things that can last 1 or 2 sessions maximum, and they're usually like between 2 and 4 hours. Just small little scenarios that are fun and you kind of do a little role play with. And I've been practicing my role play a lot through these Dungeons and Dragons sessions, and while I still don't feel confident role playing, I feel like I am getting better at it. But it's super fun, and Pep's a really great DM, and she's got a lot of experience, and she's very, very accommodating to people like me. So getting a small group together like that I think could be fun for a weekend. Oh, he does like D&D. He's done it before and streamed the other TTRPG called Ordem Paranormal 2 years ago and liked it. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know, the thing I have a bit of an issue with, other than just, you know, general social anxiety, is... Okay, I'm going to use Foolish as an example, and I swear to God, it's not because I'm trying to cater to him, okay? He just is the best example for this situation. Foolish is a guy who's very popular and very likable, and thus in probably high demand. And aside from the regular social anxiety that is afraid to ask people to do things, it's also like, I don't want to waste his time, you know? Like what if he doesn't like it? Or what if we have a bad time? Or maybe he's just really busy. You know, there's like 1,000 excuses my brain will come up with before I reach out and say, hey, do you want to play? Right? And like when you're playing with just your homies or other fellow small streamers and stuff, like that hump isn't there, and it's just regular social anxiety. You know, it's like an extra layer I have to deal with. I used to run pretty big Among Us lobbies once upon a time, and I actually had a really good time doing that way back when Among Us was peaking out. One of the other challenges I had that I kind of learned from that was, you know, if you want a 10-person Among Us lobby, realistically, you have to invite 20 people, because half of them are going to be busy, or they won't read your message, or they won't reply, or they'll say no. So it's like, it's people always think it's as simple as just inviting people. And I think for some people, it is as simple as inviting people, but for other people, it is a lot of work and a lot of anxiety you have to overcome to do that work. I DM my own homebrew D&D campaign. Cool. I can't say I'm super D&D knowledgeable because I'm still pretty new at it, but like we've been playing for like, I don't know, every other week or month, give or take, throughout the year for about 6-7 months now. role playing is one of those things where I feel like if somebody were to give me a character, I could jump into it a lot easier than coming up with my own. Like I think the most fun character we had through any of our one-shot campaigns was I was a barbarian who misunderstood how magic worked. And so to me, I was a mage and a wizard, but to everyone else, I was a barbarian. And like, for example, when I was casting Magic Missile, I was just throwing pebbles at people really hard. And it was a really funny, silly time, but that was a character my chat kind of sort of came up with, and we rolled with it. And I think it was my favorite character I played so far. It's sounding like Thunder Strike or something as I slashed with my sword with an overhead strike. We were doing really just dumb, silly things with it. That was the best wizard ever. I think my very first D&D campaign we ever did was with Captain Sparkles and Cara Corvus and Crumb. And I was, to them, a human mage, but in reality, I was two gnomes in a trench coat. We were ghost hunters, and it was really stupid. Actually, wait, oh, is that Rick Orange animation still available on YouTube? I'm pretty sure it is. What did we call it? D&D like Captain Sparkles or something? What did I search for this? It was a silly little animatic. Or maybe, did Rick ever link it to me in our DMs? Let me go to Discord and find this while I eat. I swear he linked this to me at some point. Oh, go back to my DMs with Rick. I'm gonna leak these DMs because they're so silly. Hang on. So Rick Orange is an artist, and in 2022, as I scroll through my history here, I'm like, what the fuck did I write to this guy? Rick, hello. You make art. I give money. Is this a request or a threat? Either way, agree. You make art, concept art. I give money. Me want to update me VTuber design. Don't anything complex, blah, 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 blah. We just started sending monkey gifts and gifts to each other. Dude, I love my artist friends. Damn, I swear he sent me a YouTube link at some point, but I cannot find it. And it should just be Rick Orange, and it should be the first one that pops up. Oh, I'm getting SEO screwed here by Rick. Maybe he's got it linked in his Twitter bio or something. Shit, now I really want to find this thing. This is gonna piss me off. It's not even that funny to show, but now I really want to find it. Hang on. Okay, he's got a link tree. Wait, guys, he's got a link tree in his bio. We might be onto something. Portfolio, Instagram, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Twitter. What the fuck? Rick, where's your YouTube? Bitch. Wait, I think I found a YouTube Rick Orange Jr. It's in his Instagram bio. Yes! Okay, hang on. We're halfway there. Now I just have to find the one I was talking about. It's like 3 or 4 years old at this point, probably. Mop bucket. Yes. Hang on. I gotta turn off the chill music for this. So this was he took the audio from one of our D&D sessions and just did this little sketch of it, and I think to this day it is like seriously one of my favorite things, no joke.
Up, put the gem into a bucket of moppy water.
Trunks, how much for you to drink this water? I refuse to drink soap and dirt
I walk
water.
over to Grog
Victor.
and try to convince Grog that the water is delicious.
Me? Again?
What do I need to roll for this?
So first you have to drink the water, and then you have to persuade.
Can't I just like convince him with my words?
How would you convince him that something was delicious if you never tasted it?
I cast minor illusion to create a cup of water
Okay.
that I pretend to take out of the bucket.
All right. He's
Uh-oh.
drinking. He's drinking mop water.
Oh,
This is
no.
delicious, Grog. You should try some.
You're pretty convinced. It's like,
You know what? You know what? I am kind of thirsty. Hey, pass me that cup.
you pick up the bucket of
I give him the
mop
bucket
water.
of
I just take the whole bucket.
As you down a bunch of this mop water, it is disgusting. But if you would like, you can try and trick everyone into thinking that it's really good because you rolled so highly.
Hey, just
Oh my
watch
god!
it.
I go in for another mouthful. It's so good. Oh my god!
Goes
this
in
is
for a
really
sec.
good.
Wait, what the heck? Is it actually good, Grog?
It's so good.
Everyone in the party is convinced
I
that
don't
Grog
believe
just
you.
found the best water, and you all are missing out.
No, I roll on
I am
my
getting kind of
perception or something like that.
Roll insight if you wanna try and beat a 23. Roll insight.
I
gonna
literally
drink
can't.
it?
I
What
have a
if I'm
plus. I have a +2. I literally can't beat it.
Everybody's convinced. Maximilian, he's
I
gonna
want
roll.
you to know, if you rolled 23, I would have absolutely cast Ben Luck against you. Just FYI.
Maximilian rolls and he goes, "Oh man, I wish I was still alive. That looks pretty good."
Wow! Wait, that's actually good, Grog? Hold on.
Is
I'm not
Grog gonna
thirsty.
let you
Around.
all, or is he gonna down the rest of it himself?
I pass the bucket around.
All right.
Hey guys.
Grog, I have a confession to make. I was just trying to make you think it was delicious. I had no idea it was actually good.
Well, you know what, Victor? I'm glad you did because that was incredible.
I got a
So,
natural one.
Victor, it is awful, but you're able to hold your composure.
Yeah, that was delicious.
Yeah, go ahead. It doesn't affect anyone else's rolls, but they all failed anyway. Crumb, you begin to hack. Korax, you just straight up throw up the rest of whatever water was in your lungs from before, and
Can I throw up on Grog?
absolutely.
Okay.
And
Dodge
Trunks,
this,
you throw up
Grog.
and some of it comes out of your trunk as well. Just
Right onto Victor.
right on the
Dude, oh, what was the name of our DM? It was like Marcel or something. Oh, shoot. He was a good DM. He was fun. Yeah, dude. So, man, if you guys obviously got a taste of it from Rust Kingdoms, I'm just kind of always a bit of a agent of chaos, if you will. Oh, yeah, we never checked the oil crates. Let's go see what those ended up giving us. Whoa! Oil crate is fucking juiced. Wait, let's despawn this so it starts swinging though. Am I lagged or is it just because I'm in vanish mode? Wait, aren't these supposed to have a blueprint fragment in them? Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. Hang on, let me... I'm just gonna put a reply tweet to my other tweet, so don't spam my Twitter. One sec, guys. Oil rig, locked crates. Yeah, the oil rig crates are looking better. So, I mean, the big thing was they removed junk from it, but it looks like they added loot to it too. So that's kind of nice. I'm not gonna pretend like these, like this is almost like a Bradley crate, actually. What with the instant ammo rounds and stuff, like. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't know what other loot we can really check out. What about the blue card room in Arctic? Night vision goggles. Inky did the oil quest. I saw 3 fish pies. I'm not that impressed with that one. I mean, it's nice. It's obviously free extra loot. I was thinking it'd be like bear pie or something like that. Would have been sick. That'd make that quest super good to do, you know? Oh, right, wrong one. Is this the one, right? There's the red card. Oh, blueprint fragment sits next to it. Basic blueprint fragment. Interesting. Okay. It makes sense. Fishing pies are fishing. Yeah, I just meant like I didn't know what it would be like balance wise, you know? It does seem like they're adding a lot of stuff though, which is really great though. Like, I mean, genuinely, like a lot of these things have been so good. Ferry terminal. Is there a ferry terminal here? There is. Let's go there and see where the green card is. Although I'm gonna wait till the sun rises more because I don't like using NVGs. I'll take a look around here in a sec. Oh yeah, zombies. So many of them. They have the audacity to look like people. Right there, that spray you just saw, that's why I don't count myself as a PvPer. I hear one. It's like clamoring about. There it is. Tugs are harbor, not ferry terminal. Wait, what about tugs? All right, where would the green card room be here? Like inside this area, or maybe in the back? No, it's gonna be up top somewhere. I'm gonna go vanish and look for it. Be faster. Maybe it's up here? Dude, this would have been such a cool green card room. There's nothing here, but this would have been a sick green card room. Oh god. Is it the ferry thing? No. Into the gunshots. Oh wait, there's a puzzle thing over here. Oh, there's Inky. What did I just spell? Van Ice. Hello. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello, I'm your guide to this monument. Let me out.
You're too nice. I was like waiting for you to shoot me right away or something. I got too used to everyone on Rust Kingdoms just killing me, bro. All right, where are we going? Where's the card
The other
room?
one where you gotta do the back thing.
Oh, like at satellite dish. Oh yeah, so we can follow the power cord from that to figure out where this is going to be. I guess it's going to be on the opposite side. Oh, cool. No, nothing crazy in here. No extra recycler. No diesel. But hey, a green card's a green card. You get a blue card out of it too. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Two out of 5 blueprint fragments, and then I'll finally have a tier 2. Oh yeah, I found something for you.
Apologize and I'll pick you up. She got fucking killed. I was picking her up. What the fuck? She would rather die than apologize. That's fucked up. Let me teleport her back. Hang on. If I'm gonna admin abuse, I have to admin abuse for good as well. All right, you little rapscallion.
Oh hi. Fancy meeting you here.
Wait, why were you using the M92 over the P2? I hate this gun, dude. I actually hate this gun so much.
More bullets.
More bullet. I guess that's fair. I can't handle the kick on it, honestly. Like it's kind of like the Revo. I just don't feel like I'm very good with it. I feel like the P2 is so much easier to just shoot.
I mean, I'm only shooting zombies that don't attack me, so it's fine.
True. It's over here if you haven't seen it, by the way. Where to next, Inky? Where are we going?
I don't know. I've only done these 2 monuments so far.
Have you done Dome? You been to Dome yet?
I have not been to Dome.
Yo, let's go get that bigger backpack. It's probably still up there. Dude, you know what the weirdest part about Rust Kingdoms was, Inky? You'd be running around with people who didn't have their gun out all the time. So like it was so weird to see people just running around like I'm running around right now. Like I'd be like running behind Sykkuno or something, and he'd just be running with a gun on his back and like not in his hands, and I'm like, it's so weird to see, you know? Hi, Jesse.
It's probably the only place they could actually do that.
Right? Dude, I still can't believe that nobody had crosshairs for that whole event. Like, that's crazy. I can't tell if the crosshair is just bigger or if it's actually like buffed the laser. Well, yeah, I think we've covered most things from the patch. Unless you guys think of anything else that you want me to check out, I might just go build a little something off to the side and chill out. I don't have any plans to hop onto a regular wipe today or anything, so today's kind of chilling. A bicycle, that's right. Hang on, let me go Google the admin command to spawn one while we're running over to Dome with Inky. Rust admin commands spawn bicycle. Oh, there's a tricycle too. Pedal bike population spawn. One second. No, that's spawn rate. Where's maybe spawn entity? It might just be spawn entity bike. Hang on. Or is it entity spawn? Is entity spawn bike? Oh, pedal bike. Entity spawn pedal bike. Pedal pike? What am I? Whoa! Wait, oh fuck! Wait, so what classifies as a tricycle in this game? Maybe the car, the motorcycle with the sidecar? I bet you that's what the tricycle is. Because I'm pretty sure there's no bike tricycle. I wonder if you can like hop up on Dome with this or something. Because like this pipe here is kind of a ramp. Oh, hang on. We're on our bike trick shot era. No. Oh. Okay, I'm stuck. Hanky. Hanky.
Where are you?
Hanky, I'm stuck, Hanky. Maybe I can bunny hop?
I'm
Hang
sorry,
on.
it says occupied. I can't.
Whoa! Chill! Wait, did she throw that at me? I thought there was a zombie. Wait, did she? I'm so confused. Did you not throw that? Wait, I'm actually so confused. Did you not throw that? I'm really confused.
I did not throw that. I forgot you do get aggro from the zombies, so they threw that.
Wait, where's the zombie though? I never. What?
Up.
Oh. Oh! Oh, I had it fixed for a sec. No! I've got an idea. I don't even know if I can legally do this. I can. That's fantastic. Hang on. Oh God, what is it doing? Oh shit! Oh shit! Where is it? Like, where are these things throwing? Dude, why does that one straight up look like Inky though? Like dead ass, that one looked like Inky. No, where'd my bike go? I was gonna try and ride it off the side of Dome. Oh, Oh man, there it is. Wait, where are you inside? One sec, let me come see. Oh, wait, is that new? That's gotta be new because it used to be on top, right? I'm pretty positive.
That is new. Yeah, it used to be up there somewhere.
Wait, is that crate new or has that always been there too?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, the one over here.
Yeah, they said they were shuffling a lot of loot around, right?
Spot.
Yeah. I guess there's like new spawn
Get
locations.
over there then.
I wonder if these new locations are like set locations or if it's gonna be random. Like that green crate won't always spawn there, you know?
I hope it's random.
Oh, you know what we need to check out? Oh, shit! We need to check out Launch Site, because Launch Site was supposed to have its loot table like rebalanced and stuff. Because they're complaining too many people never saw any of the crates at Launch Site and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done launch site in my life, aside from the tutorial that you gave us.
Okay, bet. Well, we can go there like maybe next or something.
Sure. Camera.
Oh.
The backpack's gone.
That's literally so sad, Inky. I'm sorry.
You got this?
It like doesn't want to churn. Oh shit! I lived at least. I live somehow. That bike got fucked up though. Okay. I didn't spawn this one in. This is an actual bike. Wait, so what's the spawn entity for the motorcycle? I want to get the motorcycle spawn and we'll drive over to launch that with Inky or something maybe. Spawn bike? Spawn motor bike passenger seat. Okay, it 100% lied about spawning it. What the scam is going on here? Hang on. I do it on the road maybe. What in the, where is it spawn? It's what? I'm getting so scammed. Yo, Inky. It's time to fly. You trust me, right?
I have the utmost confidence in your flying abilities.
Okay, that was a test. I watched you bail out so fast. What the fuck? I'm very upset at you right now. Oh, wait, do you have enough rads for lunch?
I said I have trust in your flying, not your landing.
I'm never gonna forgive you for that.
That's fair.
Woo!
Yeah. How's that? How's that for trusting?
You never have to.
I have no idea where my gun is.
I have to be streaming right now. Oh man, there's so much fire. There's so much fire out here. Hey, what? Where did that fucking rocket come from?
How's it going?
Dude, we got shot down. Like, there was like a rocket in this. Oh, there was your gun. Wait, your gun was so far from your
I'm
body.
looking for the other gun.
Where's my body? It says I died right next to you. Where the hell's my body at? Wait, like dead ass. Where's my corpse? What the hell? Isn't it like an admin thing to turn off stuff? Okay, I may have turned off too much stuff. He says is right here. Oh, I guess I just got turned into a backpack instantly. That's messed up.
Look what you did to my gun.
How's that my fault? How's that my fault?
Did you take the attachments off?
Sir, what? I can't hear you over the minicopter. Hop in. It's safe. Trust me. I just lagged. That's all it was. It was just lag. You know, we've been having those lag spikes all morning. It's Mike's fault.
Yeah.
It's just so unlucky. Timing.
Look, outpost, and I'm very, very not.
Oh, have you done the barn quests? We should check that out later, maybe.
I'm not. I didn't know Barn had quests.
Or maybe it's ranch. One of the two has them. Oh, there's Sam sites. That's right.
That is correct. Don't worry, I still have most confidence in you.
Oh. Well, that's good. Good thing she's gonna go. Wait, did she live? She might have lived. She lived? What the hell? Hi there, neighbor. Oh!
I'm also now medless.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stick a Tylenol for you. You ready to like trains a lot?
I was hoping for ibuprofen, but that works.
What about acetaminophen? Acetaminophen. Orpheus, I've got a killer headache.
Gesundheit.
Wait, I'm gonna give us both P2s. Come back here.
I don't know where I'm going anyway.
We're just gonna check out launch site like in general.
Lacking on his pistol bullets.
Oh, just leave them then.
Okay.
Let's get down from this thing. We'll go to the quote unquote normal side of launch site, so I can compare the loot over there, because I don't loot over here very often. Oh, it's Bradley. Watch out.
I hear Bradley.
I don't know how many it actually takes to kill Bradley. That should be more than we need. Nice. Whoa, dude, someone's taking Bradley. We should counter.
Oh my god.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I got him. I got him. I killed him.
Oh my god, you're so cool.
I know. Thanks.
I thought they fixed the invisible fire.
I guess not. Okay, so there should be like lots of boxes between all these buildings. But I'm immediately seeing none. Unless like Ginger or Silver's been through here looting. So maybe they moved all these. There's like one on the roof.
The green crates aren't up here.
Interesting. I see some boxes out here where they used to be still, so these boxes didn't change. Boxes inside here are still where they were. Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Maybe that's oil rig respawning? Because I did take that crate like what, an hour ago?
That is terrifying.
I don't like that. Bro, I'd rather just have the stupid notification that says large oil rig is up. Like, what the hell, dude? This shit is scary.
Like, I already get jump scared by cargo.
Right? Wall is on. At the moment, Inky, Ginger, and Silver.
Here, in case you need to buy anything.
What? Oh, treat myself to something nice. Oh, is this your credit card? Oh, wow. What's the limit?
Yeah. 1K strap.
Oh, wow. I come back this way and get an airfield tower. I want to check this one out. Maybe the bottom half of launch and the tower had everything moved. Because aside from the recycler room and mammoth room being different slightly, these are all pretty much the same. No, these are all about the same. I'm gonna go to airfield tower next. Oh, it's another one. Apparently airfield had its loot like rebalanced too. Is there an airfield on this map though?
Rebalance positively or negatively? Because I like going there.
Like made better because it was like not good enough before.
Oh.
You can re-enable it in the console. I don't, it's not that I want the notification back so much as I don't want that annoying sound, bro. There's still a green crate that spawns up here, so I feel like this part of launch really wasn't changed much. Let's check the backside. Like, you know where all the red barrels spawn?
Yeah.
And there's that like fake puzzle room. You should check those out and see what those look like. Oh yeah, do you have like, what's your rad percent?
21, I think.
Hang on.
Yeah, 21.
I mean, the red barrels are still here, so that didn't change. There's usually a crate in here. That's not spawned. How's the view?
Foggy.
Hold up, I got a flashlight for us. We'll check the silo tower last. Just run the puzzle real quick and see. You guys that don't know, by the way, this thing we're about to do is the unknown puzzle here at launch site. I would say 80% of players don't know that this thing exists. And the few that do know it exists haven't even actually ran it before. And what happened was they used to spawn a bunch of crates in this room, but nobody would go there because nobody knew this stuff existed. So I'm suspecting that some of the rebalancing is probably those crates got moved, if I had to guess, because nobody really used them before. So we did that one hidden switch, and then we did this hidden switch. And now we need to go up top. Go up top, Inky. If you don't know where I'm going, I don't know if you lost me or not. Oh, you're already up top. Okay. And then over here, there's a silly little spot you can hop down. Again, a lot of people don't know about this. They'll land you on this little platform here.
Oh, hey.
You jump from here to here.
Thank you.
What's up? Oh no, I missed! Fuck, don't miss!
I heard the crunch. That's why I said thank you. You need help?
And I think I can pick myself up if I do admin commands. It's lagging again. Things are lagging again for me. I don't know about for you.
Oh yeah, I saw you down there and suddenly you went up down there. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I'm moving stuff in my inventory. It's like on a weird delay. Are you getting this too, or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm seeing jitters.
Yeah, you want to not hit your head on that thing. And then you run over here and you press this button. It's supposed to open the door, but it's lagging, so I don't know if it's working. Are you coming? Oh my god, the lag.
Oh.
Oh no, what's happening?
Ellie's gonna see me.
Dude, even the admin interface is like lagging really bad. I don't know. It must be the provider Mike's using. And I think
Even the voice chat is lagging too.
did this thing turn off because of the lag? It is. We flipped the switch. There should have been plenty of time. Oh my god, I can't even make it in the room. Ah! So it looks like these boxes didn't get moved. I thought when they talked about redistributing the loot here, this would have been the first thing they would have moved, because no one ever comes in here, you know? Seems to be a global thing with Rust right now. Oh, it's happening on other servers? That sucks. Oh, check this out. They put a fence here. Wait, this definitely didn't used to be here. Because I know Pico, for example, would bunny hop up here and you could glitch in through the back door because it doesn't require the key card to be unlocked. They changed this. I'm pretty certain that fence is new. Have you ever done the red card here, Inky? Oh my god, never mind. The lag is so bad. Holy shit. Forget I suggested anything.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, if we go there right now, I feel like we'll just die to a scientist through the lag.
Back to Bradley.
Oh yeah, let's go loot Bradley. I see what his crate's trapped. I forgot. Might be DDoS reminding people about the update. Maybe. I mean, I think it's far more likely if it's happening to this many different servers. Like, you know, you can't just DDoS Rust. It doesn't exist, right? Everything's on a server to server basis. So you'd have to be like if it's happening to someone else on another server group at the same time, like that to me doesn't sound like a DDoS. It just sounds like a lot of maybe ISP or routing issues or something, you know? Like there's just no way to DDoS that many things feasibly at the same time. Bro, I can't even loot these. This is...
I don't have good luck. I'm not touching them.
This one's got a... Wait, it's... C4 camera MLRS? I don't think I've ever seen that combo before. It's usually C4 rockets. Bro, I can't with this lagging key. I'm losing my mind.
So badly.
Holy shit. Is this happening to Lucas? Let me go to his stream real quick. Is he getting hit by this lag too?
Top harbor.
We're definitely gonna get shut on, but like, yeah, let's go do it.
No. It might just be whatever ISP server group Mike has. Cause yeah, this is like a fucking lot of lag, dude. You know what? I will say I'm glad that we got to explore majority of the stuff before this started lagging though. So we did get to look at everything. I think seeing the value of the new crates was really nice as well. I think I might just keep the stream short for now and come back later if this is going to be like this. I feel like wrestling against this for the next hour is going to be really bad for my mental. But also low-key, I still need to do so much laundry and I still need to clean. And basically everything that I didn't do for the past week because we were playing Rust, I kind of got to go do. So you know what? That's actually probably the best decision I could make. So I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Keep the stream keep the stream short, keep it a buck. And probably be back later tonight. Either hop on Rust or I'm going to try out that new Mega Bonk game that everyone's been playing because that looks really interesting. I've been watching everyone play it for the last 2 days. But we got a really good look at the patch, I feel. Like, there was a lot of good info there that will help us with future Rust wipes. So, with that being said, we go rate my dear friend Farmer Lucas. You guys can go check him out. He's playing a real wipe on a real server with real people. And he's getting dirty with it probably. Kick some butt, tell him to say hi and be friendly, be kind, all that good stuff. Okay.